Alrighty. Well, this is the beginning. My name's Gavin. This is my C5 Corvette. It's a 1999 FRC, aka Toothless. And I figured that I would make a video on kind of how this YouTube channel is going to go. Things that I have planned, things that, I want to do, and it could change depending on how big this gets, if it gets big at all, but yeah, go from there. Just cover a couple things today on the car, and yeah, just a quick video, nothing special. So this is, like I said, a 99 FRC. The Z06 stemmed from this. But currently I've got a forged, bored out LS1 in there. It has 243 heads on it, 92 millimeter fast intake, LS2 throttle body, BTR stage 4 cam. It has a full C6 Z06 underneath, so it has brakes, the leaf springs, sway bars, obviously rotors. Let's see, the torque tube completely rebuilt. Everything underneath it is completely done, is new. Whenever I mean done, majority of it is factory parts besides the engine bay. What else? I have an MGW shifter, and yeah, that's about it. Nothing crazy. She makes a little under 500 to the wheels. That's on a Mustang dyno as well. She makes, I think like it was 440 pound-feet of torque as well to the wheels on a Mustang dyno, same dyno sheet. Yeah, nothing special. But as for plans coming in the future, she's going to be getting some power gains. It's completely set up for boost. So the rings are gapped for nitrous or boost. At the time, I didn't know what I was wanting to go with. I'm going to go an A&A supercharger kit. That is on its way, actually. Here within the next month and a half, I'm going to have that ordered. And then from there, I have some parts up here. I have the rear diff, AMT bracing. I have an ECS diff and trans bracing coming. I have AMT engine mounts to put in. I have billet couplers for the torque tube. Now, we're gonna see how this goes because the future of this project is kind of lined out in if the engine blows, I'm gonna put a different engine in it. Also, how much power is it gonna handle? I'm also undecided as well because I don't know how much I wanna build this. I have other vehicles and I have plans to buy other vehicles in the future. All GM products. Not everything is GM. I have a Ford right there. I used to be a Ford guy, transferred over to GM, but I don't know how much I want to build this up. It's kind of one of those things where I want to have all the power whenever I'm driving with all my buddies and they're making almost 700 wheel, or they are making almost 1,000 wheel and just whooping on me. But then again, I also enjoy the drivability of 500 horse on the wheel, or on the road is more than enough. It's kind of one of those things where back roads, it's almost too much. Anywhere else, it's enough, but could be more. If you like to go fast or if you drive your car a lot, it starts to feel to where the power, you get used to it, you get complacent with it. That's kind of the point that I'm getting to now, so I'm going to do the supercharger kit on it, but I also don't want to overdo it. Granted, we'll just have to see. I'm trying not to make things completely permanent. I'm gonna do everything that I can that needs to be done to this anyways, all the weak points and whatnot. But I don't wanna do too much to where it's just gonna be full race car. So that's kind of the plan. I know that was a lot loaded, different points everywhere, but all the supporting stuff, so ECS bracing, trans and diff, the AMT rear diff bracing, that is for wheel hop. All these are gonna be install videos that are coming up, so we'll go over that later on. But then I have the AMT solid engine mounts, solid. What else? The billet torque tube couplers for this. What else did I order? I ordered a Hooker Black Hard exhaust. It currently has Borla attacks on it, so it's a 2.75 inch header down to 3 inch straight pipe back to a Borla attack. It sounds pretty good, but I'd like it to be a little louder, you know? What else? What else can we go over? Yeah, that's really kind of it. I do want to get a solid drive shaft for this eventually in the future, as well as I have a buddy whose dad builds transmissions and diffs for their race team and everything. So I'm gonna have my T56 in this and the differential fully built. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna keep the T56. I may wanna switch it up to the TR6060. That's what's in the C6, so 2008 plus. We'll kind of see from there. It depends on how smooth it can be, you know, if it's worth it. It's not very difficult to switch it out in here. It's just changing up a couple lines, shortening them up. But other than that, just plugs right in. With that being said, if I do the TR6060, I'm going to switch to a C6 Z06 rear differential. That one's going to be fully built as well. Then I'm going to the C6 Z06 aftermarket heavy duty drive shafts in the rear. I'm going to do that either way out. If I do keep this diff and trans and it just gets built, I'm going to get the heavy duty drive shaft either way. And it just depends on the variation that I go for the transmission. What else? Yeah, I think that's really about it. I have little things going. I have a seat back there. Still undecided. I might do E85 or I might do meth in the future. I don't see a whole lot of benefit doing a little research on it. There's not much power gains, maybe to keep it a little bit cooler, but it'll be one or the other. I currently have an E-Flex system, so it'll be one or the other, 93 or E85. Not really gonna do a flex system. But yeah, that's kind of just a little overview. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing some install videos, just some short form stuff, nothing crazy. Or not short form, sorry, long form stuff. You know, maybe it can be helpful for somebody, or even just a slight review. Whether it helps one person, two people, you know, decide on that. It is what it is. I've did a lot of trial and error stuff with this car. That's why I have so many spare parts of it. I could build another LS or probably another C5 with just stuff that I got over there. But yeah, that's kind of how this channel is going to go. If you guys have any suggestions or anything, things that you want to see, just let me know in the comment section. But all right.